squaring off here. Untrained, which we haven't seen a train game yet today. Pretty excited about this one. That'll be good. Nice way to wrap things off. Ro16, of course, PHR, Camille, Snacks, Veggie, and Bialy. Around the other side, Thomas, Mighty Max, Surreal, Robin, and Crucial. Going to be seeing what they can do. Starting off on the T side, always tough on train. Got to be able to try and get this pistol round underway. We'll see what the hit is. Utility sailing into the outer yard. Players down the ladder and out. Flank coming in from Snacks, though, and he's found Surreal. Big damage being done. Bomb dropped to boot. This is very tough now for the remaining Endpoint side. And they're being whittled down bit by bit, it seems. Crucial gets an answer. Mighty Max as well, but they need more. Still a man disadvantage. Still no control of the C4. This is tough to play out of. Mighty Max has the headshot. Blindside. Had no idea a player had gotten up that far because PHR's position should have covered it off. He does get the trade, though, so that's critical. Now everything falls to Crucial. Trying to make something happen here. 1v2. PHR quite low. Very vulnerable. The headshots on both are viable, but Crucial, by that same token, has been whittled down to naught. It will be Ro16 taking the first pistol round to start their CT side. What do you do if you're Endpoint here? The classic play on this is the sidewalk smoke. They don't have a smoke. 50 instead. So they're not going to do that. Instead, they're going to die, presumably. Player's quite low. Robin managed to actually fight off Camille here, but still very vulnerable to it. Bialy should be well set up for this T-Con play. Might be able to feast with this MP9. Unarmored opponents, just delicious, juicy eco-frags here. There's going to be the first. He wants to get out of here. Actually drops a nade. That's a little bold. And he's going to lose his life as a result. Suddenly this round might have some possibility in it. It's a little bit open. Surreal, still vulnerable. That MP9 will chew through him. I'm just going to go for the plant, and that's not going to be an option. Veggie gets the cleanup. 3 kills. 2 from the Endpoint side. Not terrible. The worst thing in the world. A plant would have made them feel a lot better. Pause in here as they try and figure out what they want to do. Not sure if this is technical or tac. Honestly, this early on, I'd almost think it's tech. See if anyone's ping is freaking out. Not currently, so I'm not sure what's triggering this. But hopefully we'll be on pause in just a moment, ready to go. And here we go. Off of the pause. Alt for Snacks, the big green gun out on the server. Cameo gets caught right out in the open. That was a bold play from Surreal to just go straight out of T-Con, but he catches one completely unawares. Veggie gets the answer back, but Surreal still has the positioning and the follow-up frag. Bodies dropping here, Surreal doing a ton of damage, long range. Flashbang comes in an unfortunate time for him. He might have actually been able to get that kill on the run Snacks, although by the same token, it may have saved his life. PHR boosted up, and it's just all Surreal all day here, baby. He is fragging out. Open the round, and now he might just be shutting it down, too. This is going to be a save. The AWP available, it has to be saved through. It's just such a big piece. And this is a bit of a catastrophe for VP. Yes, it was sort of the bonus round. It's the first gun round for Endpoint, but with the AWP invested, you were hoping for a little bit more. They'll probably be able to scrape a buy here with PHR saved up a bit, but it'll be SMGs. It'll be very limited. It's not going to be great. They definitely don't want to get hunted down here. Surreal spotted. He's been so good. This time he's not going to get away, though. Or rather, he's not going to prevent them from getting away. So 2 rifles saved through, including the AWP. Snacks will at least have that. It's a massive threat on this map of Train, but the money is trash for everybody else. So the question is, what do they even want to invest here around it? Did I misname them again? That's just so tempting. Apologies in advance if that's what I did. Here we go. Thomas again taking that aggressive control outside. This has now worked for them 2 rounds in a row. Where is Snacks playing from? All the way back by Old Bomb. This is such a conservative angle, and his teammates have just been bowled over. Their 4-spawn investment not justified in this round at all. Sight has fallen. This should be a save already. Snacks will tag 1, but there's one hot on his tail. And they would very much like to take this off out of his hands. Oof, Crucial has it. Now that AWP's unretrievable as well, because Crucial's just going to be babysitting it. Babysitting the big green gun, keeping it from going through. Has to be careful doing off the scout. To be honest, I'd almost rather see him just hang back, especially now that he's been tagged. He just manages to slip away. But his job is just to keep that AWP out of their hands. 2 of them have been tagged now. Now he's going to get the AWP out of there. So 2 players surviving again, but this time much less valuable weapons in their hands. Scout and an MP9. Gonna have to be the eco from Mob and Hoodsy. A tied scoreline already. And now a very good chance for Endpoint to take that lead. Initial miss there. Second one hits, though. Bialy not going to get 2 chances to get away, and there we go. There's Crucial. Hitting those frags in a big way. The only remaining threat really is PHR, and he's all the way back by Ivy. Snacks is about to die. Managed to actually pull a bit of an escape act, but to what avail? Just a USB to try and survive. Maybe Camille gets a tag or a dome shot with a scout, but you just don't really fancy his chances here. As it stands right now, Robin Hoodsy looking a little dire in this one. Endpoint. Gonna put an endpoint on this round. Okay, look at Snacks. This is classic Snacks play. So grimy. Is he just gonna hold it? Okay, yes, his 2 teammates have been lost on sight. Does he manage to get this rifle away from Robin? Certainly not. Certainly not at this point. It was looking like he might earlier if he pushed forward, but timing just didn't work out there for Snacks. Surreal's low. Oh, he's let him go past. He's let him go past. Is he taking someone else? You better frack somebody. Oh no, Snacks! Trying to put it a little too long. Trying to get a little too much for his money. Nearly found 2. It would have been a big impact, but he gets caught. He gets found. Go onto the site. It is a massacre. Players already out hell. Looking for more. Trying to boost up here. Catch the player in the office, but now they're standing out in the open. And actually, if that flash had cleared, they would have been doomed. Snacks gets caught in 2 for 1 as well. The lineup comes back to bite them. Looked like that was going to be great for Ro16. Instead, it swings the other way. And now this is a massacre. Surreal continuing to do damage. The 2 remaining players are low, but they're up against an Opper. So that doesn't really matter. Or rather, one of the 2 remaining players, Mighty Max. So it's going to be left to PHR to try and do this. He's glass cannon with an AWP. Does he really want to commit to this fight? Mighty Max has 1 USP tap from death, but he's watching the right angle and he's got the off. And boom, goes the dynamite. 4 rounds for Endpoint as they're continuing their nice run here. It's so important when you've got your opponents off kilter on train. When you've got those CTs quite limited. That you just get round after round after round. Oh my. Crucial actually does get domed on that one. But he comes out on top. Health maybe not so great, but he gets the frag at the end of the day. Just going to be pistols on the remainder. So it's going to be a tough round for Ro16 to get much of anything out of. Again for Camille. He gets caught. That's a path towards the outer yard. Nothing to really contend it. Just Veggie at range. PHR gets naded. I think that was a nade. They're looking quite wounded at this point.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb going to be planted. Round basically in pocket for Endpoint. It's just a question of whether Ro16 can find some sort of damage on the exit, maybe catch Crucial. I'd love to steal away a gun here. There's not really, honestly, much worth saving other than, I suppose, PHR's armor. Which seems to be what they'll do. But there's also no sense just throwing bodies away, right? So 2 players will survive here. Now the double op comes out for Ro16. So here's the adjustment. They've got the big green gun on 2 players. We've got Master Chief over on the Polish side. Camille's rocking the 117. Let's see if he can improve that score line now that he's got the big green gun. Who's he going to be playing from? He's going to be playing back Ivy. Meanwhile, Snacks is presumably going to be floating over towards B. Which it's really been the outer yard that has been the chief trouble for this Ro16 side. They've had a tough time containing Endpoint. Now Camille's gonna need to hit this. Oh, his feet are visible. That smoke does not cover much. Pick goes for Veggie. The Mighty Max is standing right here. He's gonna hear the footsteps. Mighty Max, the timing might be brutal here. He does find a kill on the flank. He should get the second as well. Bialy cooling off with him. Bialy comes out on top somehow. Makes that happen. Now, big shot from the Opera. Everything going to be left to Crucial in a 1v2. Bomb planted. So has that going for him. Has a Molotov as well. There's no smoke on the CT side. Oh, no. This is already one for him. All he needs to do is wait for that tap to come in and chuck his Molotov, and this should be done and dusted. They're letting too much time go off the clock. They've got the full 10-second defuse as well. They found a smoke. Never mind. They picked one up. Yali's going to hop on it. He's got him, and here's the peek. Here's the check. Just trying to go for it, trying to find something, and the frag comes back. The round should be won just barely for the Ro16. 2 players survive. The double op is salvaged as well, and they will get a 3rd round on the board. Aggression up by E-Box for Veggie. Been pretty decent at getting some damage done here. Molotov at the back. He's blinded. He doesn't know. Veggie forced into a fight he wasn't ready for. Damage is done. Now this is getting very tough indeed. Nades blossoming. There's going to be a pick. Bialy looking for more. The Ichi might actually find it, but he's out in the open. And he's exposed to the frag from Thomas. Now double op and a retake. So much money on their persons. They might just want to save this. It's great positioning as well for Endpoint. Big frag, but here's going to be the swing from Thomas. The second from Snacks. He snaps on over to it. Big shot for Snacks. And here's the support as well. Everything going to be on to Robin. Has to clutch this out. 1v3. Just trying to play the time, but he will get run down. Defuse should come through. Kit available for PHR, so they're going to seal this. And Ro16 survive, this time with 3 alive. Continued plants means that there's plenty of money for Endpoint to keep bringing the fight to them. But bit by bit, Ro16 are dragging this one back. Big shot from Crucial to start things off. He elevated and he caught out Camille. They kept playing the ops from sort of the same angle, and eventually he was punished. This time, though, Snacks is actually out on towards site, and there's aggression in the ladder room, so there is a change-up here from Ro16. See if it yields fruit. Right now, all it's going to yield is Bialy eating an aid for a 1/3 of his health. Now, Mollied out of the position as well. Smoke going to go down. And they're going heavy on the Ivy presence. 3 players here. Snacks is watching for it. Needs to make sure he's not distracted before they actually come around the corner. He's looking for this pick. Adjusts to it. Super vulnerable to the play out T-Con right now, but presumably that's what Veggie's watching. It's honestly not even so much about Veggie finding the kill here. It's so much as him tipping off Snacks if anyone comes this direction. There's utility out from Ivy. So this might be the tip-off. Snacks hits the first. That's the bomb as well. So information spotted. Another one crosses, and Snacks has it. He's got more. No, not quite. But Robin, finding a frag, will not be able to hang on, and it's a tied scoreline here as Ro16 make it happen again on the defense. This is looking so dangerous in each individual round, but they're managing to stay alive, and they're managing to keep bodies up as well, which is critical for keeping that economy healthy going forward. They whittled down the pocketbook of Endpoint. Still more in the tank, but not a lot. A bomb plant might allow them to scrape out another buy-in. In this round, at least, there will be no limitations. But Endpoint, it's such a good swing of momentum, and it's starting to lessen. If they can get around here, if they can put the twist back on, can make this a very strong half. 5 rounds already, nothing to shake a stick at, to be quite frank. But you'd love to have more. Slower round from Endpoint. They don't seem to have decided where they want to hit yet. They're defaulting for the moment. Will affect change when they need to. Veggie holding this bottom ladder position. This is such a tough fight to win. Especially when there's utility above you. Like this. Just hoping for the P. And the give it to him. The spam honestly could have found some damage there. But Veggie's patient with it. Only takes 6 damage off the nade. Now they're going to think it's clear. They're going to think the player's been pushed off of it. Robin's just holding it. There's the spot. That was the check. Now that gives a strong indication about which side they're headed to. That's a nice time nade. Damage done. PHR looking for them on the cross, but he's not going to be able to hold them off. Snacks peering away with the op, but he won't be able to deny the plant and doesn't hit that quick flick. Going forward with it. So aggressive around the oil train. Misses this shot. Oh no, he's out in the open. No chance to get back on that. It's traded, fortunately, by Veggie, but they've got to get forward. They do have kits, so there's that working for them. Strong positioning. No Molotov available from these Endpoint players. There's going to be the smoke out, the wrap around, everything on Bialy, who I think just wants to stick it. He will find the first, but now he's definitely going to have to stick it. We'll see if Thomas can get it. Missing the shots, but finally connecting. Thomas will secure the round for Endpoint, keep them in the lead just barely. But unfortunately for Robin Hoodsy, that is a huge blow to the economy in addition to being a blow in the round. It's a big problem for them. They're going to be on pistols for another one. And Endpoint now have a chance to get to 7 rounds on their T side. I think, frankly, quite strong. Big run for Camille. He walks out of the smoke. A little bit too bold there. And they are going to punish him majorly for it. They felt like they needed to do something wild here. Didn't quite work out. They are going to take Q-Con control. This is nice. This is something to operate off of. Gives you a lot of information on what your opponents are doing, especially since you know they got presence towards Ivy. Setting 2 players in here, this could be a bait of a trap. Question is, does Mighty Max want to retake control? He's got a pretty good idea that there might be somebody there. There might be somebody right around the corner. Seems like they're going to adjust to an inner hit. They've had control of the Ivy or of the ladder room. Thomas hasn't allowed anybody to sneak up. So now they can make their way through, and the only person who's going to be able to resist is PHR. Deagle, no armor. I mean, chances of success here are slim to none. Make that none. Bomb going to be planted. Round over. Veggie might as well save this armor. Otherwise, I mean, there's no guns down. There's nothing worth doing. You can see Veggie's doing exactly that. The remaining 2 are probably going to go try and set up for some sort of cheeky eco. If they can get something. Don't fancy their chances. At least Veggie will have the 650 in reserve. Or not have to rebuy it. They'll have a buy in the next round. PHR will be able to drop an AWP. Believe. What's that loss bonus at? Yeah, PHR will be able to drop an AWP. Snacks tapped the bomb to be cheeky. Maybe bait someone back over towards the bomb to clear it. Didn't work out. I like the idea. I like the little sneaky play. Need to be a little quicker on it, though, if he was actually going to get the defuse. And maybe have a kit. They have a decent buy in this one. No kits, though. No kits. Keep that in mind. We've seen that come back to be an issue previously. It could be again. An Endpoint looking to put an exclamation point on the end of this half. If they could get to 8, that'd be phenomenal. Lots of utility being exchanged in towards T-Con, at least for the moment. Crucial's going to pepper out a shot, so they know the Opper's there. Some spam coming through here. It's actually going to be 2 players dropped from the Polish side. That's not looking good. Bialy gets 1 on the trade, but not enough. Now in a 2v4 with admittedly Thomas low, but still a really hopeless situation. Camille is the next able to go ham here, and he's going to be dropped without a second thought. All on Snacks. This should just be a save, but Snacks looks like he wants to at least contest. I think he's been spotted. There, it's a great shot, but position now known. What can he possibly hope to do here? They're going to hunt. They've got tons of money on the T side. Why wouldn't they? Player coming up ladder. Admittedly, Tom is quite low. Snacks just patient with it. Oh, he's got the op out. Shotgun up, no scope. There we go, no scope hit. So Thomas at least eliminated as a threat, and this should allow Snacks to save. It's possible he gets too frisky and gets too close to Mighty Max, but that'd be frankly tricky for him to actually get there in time. Still, an 8th round for Endpoint. This is coming up absolute roses for them and looking very dangerous indeed for the Polish squad. Oh, Bialy hitting a quick shot with a scout as Thomas was trying to get aggressive outside. Nicely done there. And a follow-up as well from Snacks. Suddenly, signs of life. A tag from Snacks to boot. And he gets away. Surreal will bring one back, but this is looking dangerous indeed. Snacks continuing to pluck bodies. Robin just trying to get out of there with the AWP, but he's going to be flanked out. The Deagle trying to chase him. Robin escapes, at least for a moment. Now he just wants to get his path. Wants to get over towards the site. They know they've got the bomb encircled. They know this is all that matters, is if they find Robin. Yes, Surreal's taking the site, but it doesn't matter if Robin can't get there. There's the first shot. There's a frag. Big frag from Robin to keep himself alive. But he is eventually going to get caught by Cammy. Everything falls to Surreal. Can he recover this round, or is it too far gone? Too far gone seems to be the option. 3 big kills for Snacks. It all started off the scout shot from Bialy. And Robin and Hoodsy have saved themselves at a critical juncture. That might just be the rally round they need to wake back up. If they can finish this off with one last dub and get towards the second half, it's still in the realm of possibility. And 9-6 for the T's, though, really would make this tough. 3 ops. 3 ops going to be the answer. Let's see how they do with the triple op. Train can make it viable. Tricky, but not unviable. See what they've got. Robin. Throwing his util. Trying to get a little bit of space. Does get the cross past. Now they've got to be careful. There's also no one watching ladder right now. There's a Molotov in it, I believe. But Snacks is in a kind of a risky spot. He's tucked by the train, so it shouldn't be too easily fraggable. And it's actually going to be PHR to find first blood as they're walking out on towards the sidewalk. Nicely timed Molotov. Going to deny transition there. HE going to do damage as well, I believe. Although actually Thomas has gotten into the midsection of the train, and so he's gotten away from it. There's a late lurk out Ivy. Keep an eye on that, but a bomb will be planted here. Robin could do a ton of damage if he finds the timing on this lurk, but it's going to require his teammates to stay alive in the meantime. And that's looking a little tough. Oh, Robin, this flank could be huge. Mighty Max trying bravely to hold them back. Robin going to get the first. The second, not quite. Almost had it. Looks for the upgrade, but now he's all alone trying to deny the defuse, and they're already starting on it. Has found the first, but he's got a race, and Bialy will have him on the clock. That'll be the last round for Robin Hoodsy. This kill completely irrelevant other than to your scoreline. And it will be 8-7 on the first half. Still a very strong showing from Endpoint, but a couple rally rounds right at the end from Robin Hoodsy might just give them the energy they need to get back in. All right, here we go. Here we go, folks. All going down now. 8-7. Second half pistol. Last game of the day. Remainder of the qualifier will happen tomorrow. I won't be streaming any of that. Let's see what they can get. Bialy. Right on the edge of that corner. Surreal looking for him. Trying to get the tippy taps. That's the first engagement. The first shot's out. Everything slows down. Ro16 quite patient in this round. Hoping for some sort of aggression or some play from the Endpoint side, but as of yet they have not hit. There it goes. Window pops. Smoke's thrown. But it's a distraction. It's a ruse. Endpoint is not biting on said ruse. There's the flash out. That's going to allow them to first cross. And everything's going to be on to Surreal, who is completely blind, still somehow doing damage. Will eventually be fragged out. That does allow Thomas, though, to get 2 big kills. 2 huge frags, not even on the low player. And there you go. He gets a 3rd as well. Thomas might just be winning this pistol round entirely for his team. Bialy, a bit of an answer back, but not for long. Now everything falls on the lap of Veggie. He's got 1 player low. He's looking for more, but Thomas, merciless in this round, going to come away with 4 kills as just tap after tap after tap connects with the domes of his opponents. And it is a 9th round for Endpoint. Crucial glass cannon in this one. Big risk. Big investment. Especially considering the fact that it's the force buy due to the bomb plant in the previous round. It's very vulnerable. Very vulnerable indeed. Surreal. Seems like he's going to be point of contact here. Coming towards an inner hit again. It's very soft inner hit. 1 deke shot onto Surreal, and all of a sudden this site is wide open, ripe for the taking. There's going to be the chance. They've spotted him. They're looking for the head. There he knows. It's got to trigger the rotation. He's holding on this smoke, for as long as he possibly can. They're grouped up here. They were going to hit. Now's the opportunity. That smoke goes down. That buys extra time as well. But they haven't made a noise yet. They haven't made a noise anywhere on the map. 40 seconds. And there the utility sails over. Honestly surprised by how late these rotations have been. There's still only 2 players in towards sight. Surreal is burning. He doesn't know. He's blind. He's dead. Crucial gets 1 on the trade, but that's it. Now the bomb can be planted. They've got a man advantage. This is a prime opportunity for Ro16 to steal around. They've got players up forward. Look at this positioning from Camille. It's actually past them. They don't know. They don't know. There's going to be the connection shot. He's looking for more in towards Z. Stays alive. And that's going to be a save, presumably. Mighty Max is just holding off on Camille, and he'll get this pick, but this is over. Robin's already fled. He's gotten out of there. He's out of the scene. This round 1 makes it an 8 for Ro16. Mighty Max is sticking around to make this mighty expensive to the max. And he'll do exactly that. They come back on. He's far enough away that the bomb won't kill him, but PHR does survive. The AWP retrieved makes it a little easier in the next round for Endpoint, but this round is still stolen from the Ro16. They do quite well with it to secure it. Crucial out in the open, flashed out. Is going to be able to bail off. He has that AWP, the big green gun, the most critical piece of weaponry in this round. But look at the forward positioning already for several of this Ro16 players. Snacks gets caught. That's the first big chess piece off the board. PHR, damage done. Not connecting on the kill. It's unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, the hit's coming towards the other site. And this has revealed that Surreal still talks. He's got one. That's enough. It's all Bialy. Bialy has to deal with Crucial first. And he hasn't crossed. He hasn't retrieved bomb. It's all out in the open. And eventually Crucial's going to hit the shot as the smoke starts to fade. And that's going to be the round. Endpoint back on top and strong in doing so. Surreal getting aggressive here in the B halls, taking a ton of map control. He'll hear them dancing around on the ladder. PHR is about to get caught, wins that duel. That's critical. That was the most important duel. There's a second one as well. Camel gets a pick, and this is very nice indeed, because now Camel has a rifle to work with. I don't think came into the round with it. He's gonna get caught by Robin, but still the trade is instantly there. Snacks is positioned to punish. And this round, it's looking like they're going to be trading these rounds back and forth. Crucial and Thomas try and put it into this cycle. Crucial does find the first. And with that AWP out, they're still definitely dangerous and deadly. Thomas has come in to support as well, but Thomas has dropped it all on Crucial, and a shot to the leg will put him down. Veggie with a big 2K with the Deagle. Still keeping it within one round, except now the bank is gone for Endpoint. They're going to have pistols. Mighty Max and Robin a little in reserve. Might be able to spread it around, but Surreal so low means they should really be thinking about a hard save on this one. Going aggressive, going to catch out Mighty Max, trying to do something a bit cheeky. But he wasn't born yesterday. I've got control towards Ivy, although Robin being able to peer over it will realize that nobody's gotten over towards Aldbomb and that this is all over. Shots. There's still Thomas tucked up, who might be able to do something cheeky. Never mind, he's been found. And it's just Surreal. Veggie's the only player who's even low, who Surreal has any chance of taking down, but this round was pretty much a punt from his squad. It is what it is. They will live to fight tomorrow. So 10 all. 10 to 10. Ro16 now finding their fight here on the T side. Surreal will be a bit limited, but otherwise they're quite well equipped. They've got kits, they've got utility, they've got the AWP on Crucial. And it seems like it's going to be a flood towards the inner bomb site. Surreal just going to drop this to try and keep himself alive. Look at the massacre! He has just shredded them, torn them apart with this MP9 close range, and now he's got support as well. They've had to back off of it, because Surreal has just come at them with a sound and a fury. Beautifully played. Timing on the utility, timing with the MP9. Just wonderful. Tried to go for the fast play, and it blew up in their face. Ro16 now having to falter, now having to fall back and readjust. They seem a little lost. They're readjusting in towards T-Con. See if they can't work a pick this direction. But at this point for Endpoint, there's no reason to give anything away. They can just play super passive, super patient. which is exactly what they're doing. Crucial holding a long angle towards the ladder room. You've got a player tucked to watch Ivy, and then you've got Thomas up in the office in a cheeky spot to just do whatever damage he can. His spot, his position's now known. Want to get out of there real quick. Once they know you're here, it's not a great position to be in. PHR is going to be dropped, though, so Thomas has done his work, and despite the frag out towards Ivy, it doesn't actually give them a lot of control, because there's 2 players here. That one, though, that one changes the alchemy of the round. 25 seconds. They've got to hit now if they're going to go for it. Oh, my goodness, that tag almost comes by as a frag. Thomas somehow surviving, staying alive. He's been fragged out. 15 seconds. They need to move now. But there's a chance. Robin trying to deny this plant. But they're in the smoke, so he'll allow it to happen. The bomb will go down. It's a 2v2, and Snacks actually manages to slip away. Still Robin on the flank. They have no idea he's coming from here. Snacks checks it. The awareness to realize he might have gotten around the train cars is a beautiful there. Now everything onto Surreal. And he's been spotted. That's a missed shot, but Bialy certainly won't. And so Robin Hoodsy looked like they were going to fumble that round after the initial kills with the MP9, but they managed to scoop it up. They managed to salvage it. They managed to keep themselves going here and actually string together a couple rounds in a row. The classic duo comes up once again for this roster. So now Endpoint gonna have to deal with just the pistols. This is gonna be problematic, because that'll give Robin Hoodsy finally a bit of a lead, and on this T side, the fact that they managed to keep this momentum up is very troubling if you're Endpoint. They've been struggling to contain them, struggling to hold them back. They've stolen some rounds away that they shouldn't have, to be quite frank, but they've given up just as many in turn. That was a 5v3 they just lost. Crucial, naded down low, for about half. He doesn't have armor anyway, so he'll be shredded like Swiss cheese as soon as bullets start headed his way. Aggression out Ivy seems to be the answer for them. They're going to take this control. It hasn't been tested yet from Robin Hoodsy. You can see Snacks is just holding for this. Pure anticipation. We gave them the space. Let's see if they fill it. That's a big pick for Surreal. Here we go. That's a rifle now found. The B-bomb site shut down. Tons of information that they're not hitting that direction. Too many targets for Camille. He manages to get one, but traded. This is now very problematic. Bodies are starting to drop. That rifle comes into play. It's a big factor. Still just the one AK to deal with, but a 2v4 and flank coming in as well. There's Mighty Max. Big pick all onto Veggie. Players all around him. Bodies surrounding him. He hits the shot. He's got to go for the reload. And Surreal will take full advantage of that timing to tie it up once more. And as I said, both sides just letting rounds they have no business giving up get away from them. It's a second round. That Endpoint steal. Surreal again, tight up by the B ramp, doing so much damage. This time just with the deagle. Just with the deagle. Then turns it into an AK, and I think he wound up with 3 kills on the round. This blows it wide open. This is anyone's game at this point. But the more comfortable you let that CT side gut, the more difficult you're going to find to get back in. Real attack quite low this time, but still feeling fine and dandy for the moment, keeping himself out of his deathbed. Seems like it's going to be a heavy presence towards Ivy, which we haven't seen so much of. It's a passive hold for Mighty Max. He's quite far back. A few rounds we've seen them take Ivy control, they've thrown this exact smoke. So that gives them a path into old bomb train, and there's no way to deny this if you're Endpoint. So now you don't know. You don't have the player on train car you had previously to peer over this. There's a gap. That's actually a very strange smoke to throw. Just in how much space it gives. That nade somehow does barely any damage to anybody. I really wish AHEs were more consistent in CS. But they aren't. Alas and alack. Here's going to be the swing. One player hops over. Big frag found. Mighty Max trying to do some damage here. Needs to find something, but he's dipping, diving, dodging, ducking, and eventually getting flanked out. Spent a little too long trying to avoid that fight, and ultimately the fight does come to him. It's going to be a save. Robin bailing out of it. Bomb planted. A 12th round for Ro16. Barely, just barely, they're keeping themselves ahead. And this is wild. With the save, there likely will be able to be a buy because Robin and Crucial should both be able to drop. Or Crucial should be able to buy himself and Robin should be able to drop, rather. But man, are these rounds close. We saw overtime in Endpoint's last game. It seems like it might just be the same case again. Gotta love it. Chat spam in Polish. This is an adventure you all are taking me on in chat. A true adventure. We've also crested 3,000 viewers, so that's pretty wild. Lots of utility being dumped. Seems like Robin wants to take some aggressive T-Con control. Counter mollies in. It is all on fire. Robin somehow seems to have found the one island. The lack of flames. And he's going to be able to control this. That's massive map control for him early on. Now they've got to be aware of this. The fast flank can come through if they don't keep watching it. Veggie's just holding for a continued push. Robin. Tooling off right here. Veggie on one side, Robin on the other. Here comes the flashbang. Here comes the check. Robin ultimately comes out on top. That was a patience game all the way through. And the answer back as well. Mighty Max has snacks. This is now looking very rough indeed. The whole... Oh, Crucial asleep at the wheel there. Not sure what happened there. That's going to allow a bomb plant at least. 2 kills on towards the inner bomb site. And now this is a different ball game. A Molotov just got dumped by PHR. I was going to say could be held until the take. We're not going to go for that, though. It's going to be PHR making his way up now. There's some hesitancy here from Endpoint. I think they might honestly wind up just saving this. They've let so much time whittle off the clock. If you're going to take it, you better take it now. They're running out of this. PHR, he's going to find one for free. There's the second as well. Never mind. Not the kill, but the time is gone. No. I was going to say, he didn't have time regardless of what Bialy did there. I don't know what that decision was. They did not have time to go for that bomb defuse. They were so timid for so long, I thought it was a save, but no, they just lost track of the clock. Let it tick way too far down. Now Endpoint throw away 3 rifles for a round that they couldn't win based on the timing they were running. And this is a tough spot. They're going to have to take the eco here, presumably. Robin actually almost over-investing. This gives Ro16 a chance to get towards 14 before there's another proper gun round. Now, admittedly, I say this, admittedly, Endpoint have pulled off some miracles here before. Ro16 have fumbled some of these rounds that should have been sure things. So, obviously, this is predicated on them not doing that, which is definitely still a possibility. Distinctly still a possibility. Pause comes in. This is a critical juncture. Maybe not for this round, but the next. Endpoint need to figure out what they're doing. And my chat has just entirely become Polish spam. This is, it's gotten wild. It has gotten truly wild in there. Alright, pause ending. We are back into the game. A little bit of utility, a nade and a smoke, some upgraded pistols, couple sets of armor. There's nothing really to show for this. Barring it complete chaos again. Could be problematic. There's the first pick. Bialy has it, very comfortably so. Just has to be careful not to get overwhelmed, but he's found a second as well. Bialy firing on all cylinders right now. His teammates right behind him, and this has quickly dismantled any chance Endpoint had to do much of anything in this round. And there we go. 14th round for Robin Hoodsy. They did not give up another easy round. At this point, it seems like they're finally ready to close this out. Take the ones that are gimmies. But here's the true test. Here's the true test. We've got an AWP for Endpoint on Crucial. We've got the rifles as well. There's even a kit on Mighty Max, so a retake is the realm of possibility. If they don't forget to check the clock as they retake, as they did 2 rounds prior. But let's see what they can do. This first pick could be critical. Could be everything. TV stutter, make me nervous. Makes me very nervous. Let's see what they got. Here we go. The take is on. No one damaged yet. No one fragged, rather. Kills coming in, and so far, Endpoint holding up well. They're coming around. Snacks has gotten a pick. There's a second as well. The bodies are dropping now, and up by Z Connector. It's going to be Surreal who goes high to lay his opponent low. Now Mighty Max has the potential to put this round to bed, but PHR is looking for him as well. That's going to be brutal timing. Crucial finds it all on PHR. Man's got to do this. Can we not with the spam? I would really rather just cast. Oh, it's still continuing. Great. Love it. All right. There we go. Hopefully that's resolved for now. Nice shot from Bialy. That's going to open up this round. Now it's looking good. Thomas does get an answer back, though. Surreal. Critical point here. He's been so good at playing this B ramp area, but it's a tough spot. And they're going to be pressuring him. There's a player all the way around in the form of Camille. Might just catch this. Crucial's not watching for it. No one knows. They don't seem to have any idea. There's the spot, but he's lost his life. That's the op now down. That puts Surreal on an island. Surreal needs to make a big play here, and he's surrounded on all sides by enemies. But he's blocked one, not the second. That might have been able to seal it for them, but it's not going to happen. Mighty Max going to die as he tries to get up the ladder, and that leaves everything on to Thomas. Bomb planted just in the nick of time. Thomas gets a pick, but he's still got 2 more to find. And now Veggie will catch him as he comes around the train car, and that seals the 15th round. That is match point. Here we go, Robin. Trying to slow something down. MP9 in. Mag 7 out. M4 also. Very limited buy to try and hang on. To try and fight for overtime. And Robin Hoodsy, meanwhile, looking to live to fight into tomorrow in the qualifier. Looking to take this one last round to progress onwards to their objective of playing in the minor. Beginning their path to the major. We may have just had a spoiler in chat. Whoops. But let's see how it all plays out. Nice shot from Bialy. That gets them the opener, but there's a trade. Robin able to withdraw. Problem is there's nobody on this inner bomb site. That means the bomb's going to be planted. Veggie now getting the numbers punched in. They can take some forward positioning as well as Bialy races forward. Now, with wounded players, with an SMG, with a shotgun, with a rifle, is there any hope that they can get back through? Crucial. Trying for it. Camille pops that kill. Now it's all on Crucial. 1v4. Bomb planted. Unable to do so. It is Bialy to put it to bed fittingly. Robin Hoodsy, they will progress to day 2 of the second EU qualifier